What's going on, you guys? Ray here, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be going over a concept in Brawl Stars that is extremely important to increase your win percentage that is generally overlooked, and that is the difference between control and aggression. So let's jump on into it. Alright, you guys, so jumping right into it. So control versus aggression. Now these are two different game styles each individual brawler can play. Now some brawlers benefit from playing more passive in that control type, and some brawlers are much more better playing aggressive. For example, I generally consider Colt to be more of an aggressive brawler. His gameplay or play type is very aggressive, very fast. You want to put pressure on the other team, whereas Poco is very passive. You want to play defensive. You want to stay alive for the majority of the game and just get out that poke damage and pay attention to area denial and things like that. Now what I see time and time again with people playing in game is they're either playing way too aggressive or they're playing way too reserved for their specific brawler. So for perfect example, Barley is one of those brawlers that really excels with control and should be played dominantly as a control brawler on your team. Once you start being a little bit too aggressive, then he starts to kind of fall apart within the game. Once you start maybe collecting a little bit too many gems and getting out of the safe spots behind the walls, then you start to die a little bit more often because he has a little bit less health than most brawlers. So what you want to be doing with Barley is playing him very control-y. You want to stay alive for a good majority of the game and just offer your support with your bottles, throwing over the walls and nicking them down, keeping them damaged so that they have to retreat when they can, and then someone else can do the main objective on your team. So there are really important distinctions in the game that you have to kind of draw a line between. Now another example that's someone that can fit both archetypes is someone like Primo, where he can be both extremely passive as a gem collector, being able to tank a bunch of damage. However, he can be extremely aggressive in game, where he can literally push back the entire team and keep them away from the main objective. So there's a really important distinction that you have to draw before you jump into a game with one of your brawlers. So the main importance behind this concept is once observing the meta and you know which brawlers are extremely good right now in Brawl Stars, you can kind of pick which brawlers are going to do better, control or aggressive. So if there's brawlers in the meta that are extremely aggressive and they're excelling, for example, a few weeks ago Colt was extremely aggressive and he was amazing in the game. So once you pick brawlers that are more control-y and can kind of go against that brawler, it can be a little bit more beneficial for your team. Also, this concept should be brought up within your brawler selection before jumping into a game with your bandmates or just the team. You should have a healthy mix between really aggressive or control-y. If you are just all being aggressive, you're going to die too much to the control types. Or if you're being way too passive, then you get overtaken by the more aggressive characters like the tanks. Something else that is really going to help you guys out is keeping in mind that each player outside of the game really excels in either control or aggression or a mix of both. Now I come across people that are just generally really good at the game and are good at both being a control brawler or aggressive. But for example, I'm more predominantly a control based player. I like playing very control-y, less aggressive. I feel like I can make better decisions when I have a cool mind. So make sure to explore which role you kind of fit into, whether you're better at being more control or being very aggressive. Once you get these things down, you can practice upon those and you'll get much better at the game. You'll feel much more comfortable within the games that you're playing. So for the remainder of the video, we're going to be jumping into gameplay of both being extremely aggressive and having excellent control, just to draw the line. And throughout the gameplays, I want you guys to ask yourself, which role do I fit better? Am I better at control or am I better at being extremely aggressive? So this is going to really help you guys gain those trophies and find where you specifically fit in as a brawler, and it's going to help out a lot. Alright guys, so let's start things off. We're going to be jumping into a gameplay with Barley on Smash and Grab because I believe Barley is really good at control and keep up that pressure to keep him back within the middle mine. So let's gain control over the center. We also have a good control player on our team as in Poco, so let's see what we can't do. Alright, so what I like to do is kind of just hang out in this lower left corner. Here's Primo being extremely aggressive. Okay, so he's taking us out. Brock should be able to get him though. Okay, we got our super, so let's get in here. Maybe push him back with our super here. Okay. Shelly also has her super, so we gotta be careful for that. Alright, let's just let Primo know that we know he's there. Okay, toss this sucker out. Okay, here we go. Let's gain control of the center here. Nice, Brock. Alright, so I'm only going to scoop up the stuff that I can get without getting too much damage on us. Okay, is Colt going to get us? Okay, Poco's hitting us up with the heal. Very, very good. Alright, let's toss out our super. Maybe should have saved that for Primo. Okay. Alright, so we only need a few more here. Let's toss this out again. Alright, so it looks like we got the 10 gems that we need. Let's keep this Primo back. Nice. Toss out our super to keep him back as well. Alright, awesome, guys. We're doing good, doing good. Let's just keep up that pressure, keeping them back. You don't want to be too passive, because then they can start collapsing in on you. So, very good example of being controle. Very, very good. Pick up the star player as well. Let's jump into a game of being extremely, extremely aggressive. Alrighty, guys. So, for the next match, we're going to be jumping into the same map, Temple Catacombs with Primo, showing you guys just how aggressive he can be and that aggressive game style. So, let's jump on into it and be extremely aggressive. Basically, our main objective is just to get into the scrap of things, be annoying, and take out as many of the lower level or the lower health brawlers as we can. So we got a Daryl, a Brock, and a Spike. So let's jump on into it. So we're going to roll up the right, try to be in the brush a little bit in the beginning so they don't know our position right away. So there's a Spike. Looks like he knows where we are. Okay, so let's roll up into the middle. Try to avoid Spike's damage as much as possible. Alright. Let's close him off, pin him off a bit. Alright, so Spike's going to use his super. Let's grab this. Alright, let's go get him. Alright, getting the Spike. Let's get the Daryl as well. Alright, so we ended up dying, taking out both of them. Just keep up that pressure so that our team can grab those gems. Okay, get back, get back, get back. Okay, let's get into this. All right, let's get him back. Take out this Spike as well. Okay, Spike is very, very low. So are we. All right. Alright, jumping away. We ended up dying, but we brought our gem back to our spawn a little bit. Looks like Daryl is our main gem carrier. Okay, here we go. Let's get into the brush and maybe get a jump on some of them. Looks like he focused more of his rockets on us, which is good. We don't want him to take out the Colt. Alright. Nice. Okay, let's just keep back the Spike here. Okay. Alright. Brock is going to be able to take us out, but we ended up winning. Very, very good. Alright, you guys, so that's an example of being extremely aggressive. You might die just a little bit faster or a little bit more often. However, it gives you that pressure. Almost as effective as having that control gameplay where you draw the attention away from the brawlers, the main objective of the actual game mode, so that they have to focus on killing you first while the rest of your team is picking up the kills or gaining the gems or attacking the safe, things like that. So having an aggressive brawler on your team is also extremely important. So let's jump on back to the home screen. Alright, guys, so that's going to be the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you guys practice both roles. I want you guys to know which one you actually fit into so that you can benefit a little bit more. Trophy pushing will become a little bit more easy if you guys know the different roles that you fit into. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like on it. Also, comment below on which role you believe you fit into. I'd really appreciate that. So with that being said, you guys, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.